Welcome to episode of Potion Sword Run. In this episode, we're going to be talking about Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 and the owner finally coming out and confirming what everybody has been fearing. I've been covering Kingdom Deliverance 2 and whether or not there's a gay sex scene, whether or not it's been banned in Saudi Arabia for unskippable gay scenes, and whether or not the protagonist, Henry, can partake in the devil's dance. Well, finally, Daniel Vavra, the lead director, co-owner of Warhorse Studio, has confirmed a lot of what people have been fearing. Now, I'm going to let him go over it. I'm not going to spoil anything because he does spoil things on this big old thread. But what I'm going to do is just get the stuff that's relevant to the story. And that's whether or not there's a gay sex scene, whether or not it's been banned in Saudi Arabia, and whether or not the main protagonist can partake in bisexual sex. And of course, I've been covering how the grifters have been responding to this, and they've been a mixed bag depending on where they stand on religion and homosexuality in games. Some of them believe that it's okay to have it in games so long as it's tasteful. Others just don't want it, period. Grums! Daniel Vavra of Kingdom Come confirms gay scene and possible Saudi ban. Sources, Facebook. Daniel Vavra. So after the lefters cursing me as Nazi for 10 years, now Nazis cursing me at Jews because Saudi Arabia might want to ban KCD because of the homosexual scene. Faced with tears of joy. It's time to address wild claims some people spread that are apparently based just on one screenshot and a poorly translated tweet. Spoiler alert, contains spoiler about the story of KCD2. Again, I'm not going to spoil anything. 1 out of 10. There are no unskippable cutscenes in our games. Anybody claims otherwise never played them. Apparently, there are no unskippable gay scenes in here because there's no unskippable scenes. You can skip whatever you want. So anybody who doesn't want to be forced to see it doesn't have to see it. 2 out of 10. We are not, nor ever were, banned in any country. At least not that we know of. So no, they're not banned in Saudi Arabia. They're not banned anywhere. It's just rumors, as we know so far. As he knows so far. 3 out of 10. As much as I don't like forced diversity, nobody was forcing us to do anything, and we are not forcing anyone to do certain things. Again, this is his vision and the vision of his studio to make the game that he wanted to make. And isn't that what we all want as gamers? To make sure they have no outside influence and they can be the game that they want it to be? 4 out of 10. Gay characters were already in KCD1. See, a lot of these gamers aren't really gamers because they didn't really play the first one. They just like to complain about games because that's how they make their living. So when you see people complaining about gay characters in KCD2, it's not genuine because they had gay characters in the first game. So we will presume and assume that they're going to have gay characters in this game. KCD is an RPG. You are responsible for your decisions. If you want Henry to try a same-sex adventure, feel free. If you don't want to, you don't have to. All affairs are, and were in KCD1, purely optional. Their characters are perfectly aware that this was a forbidden sin. There you go. It is confirmed that you as Henry can partake in the devil's dance if you want. But it's optional. They're not going to force you to do it. Just like in real life, it is optional if you want to partake in same-sex sex or if you don't. And again, he says the people of that era knew doing that was a sin. So anybody out there that thinks that gay people didn't exist or that gay romances didn't exist are definitely wrong. It was a thing. There's people against it like there is now, and there's people that are for it like there is now. A 9 out of 10. Everything displayed corresponds to the morals and social norms of 1403 Bohemia and is only there to make the interesting story and not at all to appeal to a modern audience. So again, as you can see, he's saying that it's historically accurate because it is. Gay people existed. They did gay loving. It was a thing. Supposedly the Spartans used to butt plug each other all the time. You know, so don't be scared, everybody out there, that, you know, there's going to be gay sex in there. If you want to see it, partake in it. If you don't, then you don't have to. But it still got these grifters confused. John Dollar Rose. So, there's an unskippable gay scene? No! Learn how to read, man. He told you that it's skippable. All scenes are skippable. And in fact, you don't got to go to the gay scene, John, if you don't want to. But like I said, a lot of these guys have already pushed the goalpost to not making games for modern audiences, not being influenced from outside consulting groups to now not having gay people in games. So I don't know about you guys. Let them move the goalposts. Let them ignore these games. Let them not play it. But this game looks like it's gonna rock. If you don't want to partake in the fruitiness, don't. You don't have to. But if you like fruit salads, like a lot of people do, then go ahead and jump in and be yourself You can be a little piece of fruit in there. You can be like, what kind of fruit salads? You can put apple? No, you don't put apple in the fruit salads. Grapes? You can be a little grape, a little yellow grape. A little bit of pineapple if you want. Piña. You could be a sexy piña, a spicy piña. But for some of the grifters, this is good enough. Especially Grums. He's been fighting hard for this game. He wants it to succeed so much. He doesn't believe that gay people in games are necessarily DEI. But for this game, for some reason, he's pushing hard. I think it's because they have history. Back in the day, they fought against the leftists back when there was a Gamergate 1. And talking about Gamergate 1, that one actually, had substance to it. Not like this Gamergate 2. That's not really a Gamergate 2. It's just a bunch of freaking grifters trying to make DEI a big old conversation because that's how they make their money. But as you can see, they're moving from DEI and just going against random studios out there that are actually making games that gamers out there want to make. So they moved on from the sakes of Bloodborne and Dragon Age. Why? Because they're not in the mainstream media anymore and now are moving on to games that everybody out there wants to play. And it's clear as day, people are seeing the grift now. Because when you come to the realization that Kingdom Come is DEI wokeness and all that, then you definitely lost your mind. I'm sure this is going to be the last time I talk about this subject. We're going to put it to rest because, as you can see, it's already been addressed, and it's going to piss a lot of people off, and it's going to make a lot of other people happy, and it's going to make normal people like us just kind of move on because this was definitely blown out of proportion, just like Grum said.
Based on the information, I would say the whole Kingdom Come Deliverance thing has been blown out of proportion. The game is excellent, and everything is treated in a proper historical context. As this player said, the whole game is funny as F and feels like old school, blah 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 blah.
Alright, well I'm gonna leave it right there, guys. Let me know what you guys think. Remember to always be kind to yourself and enjoy your life. And I'll meet you right there. Peace.